teams make their way out onto the field. Box Hill versus Langwarrin Soccer Club in this NPL2 East Round 7 clash. Second playing against fourth. Important points on the line here today. Both teams with a win today could finish second, as I mentioned earlier. Both teams could go as high as second, and Langwarrin could fall, as much as it pains me to say it, as far as potentially sixth if they fail to pick up 3 points today. So a very, very important game in the context of the season and in the context of the promotion race for both sides. Sure, both of these teams, Langwarrin especially, given their off-season imports, have definite aspirations of making it up the next level into the top tier of the NPL competition. Next 4 matches, including this one, are being played away from home. Anyone viewing, Box Hill, of course, playing in the white. We are underway, Langwarrin in the blue, and Box Hill kicking or attacking towards the right of screen today. Stojlovic, nice inside pass to Wallace. Wallace beats one man, looks for the shot from distance. Oh, off the post there from Langwarrin. It looked like it was heading wide. Skleros seemed as though he had it covered, but it comes in off the inside of the post there. And that is the easily, far and away the best chance of the game so far. Draw probably a better result for Box Hill than it is for Langwarrin. Langwarrin needing those 3 points if they want to keep the pressure on Eastern Lions in first position, who are still undefeated, as I understand. There we are. That 1 minute of stoppage time is up, and that's the halftime whistle. And in the NPL, Avondale currently have a 1-0 lead over the Melbourne Knights. Second half underway here, and the ball is with Wayne Wallace, the man who has never lost a header. Burgess, he's had plenty of the ball today. Bouncing ball falling to the path of Cool, tries to open the angle for a shot, and he shoots it off the crossbar. Oh, that was probably almost certainly the biggest chance of the game there. Johnny Cool had 3 or 4 defenders sitting, camped in front of him, and he shifted it just a fraction to the left and unleashed that shot off the left peg. It appears there's going to be a substitute coming on for the visitors today for Box Hill United. Oh, Covarrubias flicks it over his head. Still got possession. Tries to lay it off to Sturton, but can't quite. But the ball's with Temple on the edge of the area. He hacks a shot. Goes well wide of their goals, but luckily fallen to the path of Cool, who'll be looking to take on. Haven't seen too much of it today, but here he is upstanding in anticipation for this free kick from Stojlovic. It's put into the area to Wallace. Saved by Skleros. Header perhaps didn't quite have the power and energy that Wallace was hoping for there. Into that penalty area for Langwarrin. Templin sends it in. Wallace with the flick on. Burgess just nods it over the bar. On the 88th minute. A goal at this stage of the game would send the stadium here, or the park here, into raptures. Let's see if he can bring the roof off. Burgess! He's in! They've knocked it home with 2 minutes to play. They've taken the lead, and it's that man, the star of the show today, Luke Burgess, finally gets that headed goal. He's had a couple of opportunities today. A couple have gone wide, a couple have gone over, but not that one. That one is in the back of the net, and it's Langwarrin 1, Box Hill United 0. That's the goal they've been searching for. So stoppage time have elapsed. See, there we go. The final whistle here at Lorden Park Reserve as a last minute, 88th minute goal for Luke Burgess. 88th minute goal for Luke Burgess. Gets the 3 points here for Langwarrin at Lorden Park Reserve. And they're going to be able to hold that spot on second place on the NPL2 East table and keep the pressure. Big pressure now on Eastern Lions, who have a game in hand. Scott, a bit of a cagey encounter today, but in the end, 3 points for Langwarrin. What did you make of the game?
It's a good way to describe the game. It was cagey. I think ultimately on the back of last week, we trained hard in our preparation with a great mentality as well, and that showed. It was a challenging game. They set up defensively very well, and they're very organised. So full credit to how they applied themselves today. And it was about us recognising our strengths and being patient in the build-up, and therefore taking that opportunity. And I must admit, the first half wasn't acceptable, and we spoke about that in the second half. And we wanted more. We wanted more intensity. We wanted more passion, and play with more of a purpose. And they rewarded themselves with that in the second half.
So you mentioned that the first half wasn't acceptable from a performance standpoint. What did you say to the boys at halftime to rev them up for the second?
Yeah, well, when you've got high standards like we do as a group and a coaching staff, I mean, anything below those standards are challenging. However, you have to have that realist component also, and understand that teams come here to beat us and to set up to really nullify our threat. So they obviously did that today, and at halftime it was actually just recognising the opportunity and feeling the hurt from last week. And we reminded them about that, the hurt from last week of losing at home, and the opportunity we had here to really maintain form, but also close that gap to Eastern Lions as well.
A goal in the 88th minute today. Can you describe how that goal felt on the sidelines there?
Yeah, pretty good. But what I loved was to see the entire team celebrate with each other. That's passion, that's commitment, and that's trust and support of each other, and I loved seeing that. I mean, this is what we work for. You know, we've been on the back end of a couple of dubious and late goals ourselves over the first 6 to 7 rounds. So to actually capitalise today and come away with a clean sheet is magnificent for everybody. And highlight of the game is Burgess, who for me has been quality all year. His determination and defensive organisation is brilliant, and he's popped up with a goal at the other end. So what a reward for him.
And you mentioned that clean sheet there. Just how important was it to get off the mark defensively in that sense?
Yeah, it is. A lot of people look at our system and they see ways in which they can actually navigate around that. But every week we progress defensively. We're organisation. It's becoming more automated now, and a clean sheet just really confirms to everyone that the system's working and the belief in the team's there.